If you've got a Volvo tractor and you need to replace the ignition, either just the switch itself or with a tumbler, it comes with that. If you need an extra one and yours is crapped out, or you got to replace this for any reason, this is how to do it. In here there are 3 screws. These ones aren't actually here when I got to the truck, so I don't know if they are Torx or if they're supposed to be Phillips. I can't tell you, but it's still attached down here. There's a little clip. You don't really have to worry about the clips on the sides. They'll detach, but right here you need to take these apart because they hold the top end together, and they don't take a whole lot of force. You can just pop those right off. And what's nice about this is you do not have to take the top end off. It's just the bottom here. It'll catch a little bit right here. Just push over and the whole thing comes down. And those are where the clips come in handy. Try not to bend them because you'll need them to reattach and to stay on the bottom, especially if you don't have these screws like I don't. Then you get yourself an adjustable wrench. I'm not really sure what size this is. These are metal, they're not plastic, so you don't have to be the gentlest with them. And just give them a quick turn counterclockwise, and the rest you can get off with your hand once you get it turned enough. There we go. And there is the part number if you need to pick one of these up. It's 217-805-5335 there. And it is the same on the old one. And there's 2 clips right here. Unclip those and pop it out. Now pay attention to the orientation because the new one, when you insert it, is going to go the same way. You can't really put these in backwards or any sort of wrong way because of the configuration they are, but you don't want to try to put it in the wrong way and then shove it and just bust everything up. That is not good for anybody. I've got both of those popped up. It's just these plastic tabs, try not to break them, and this should fall just straight out. And like I was saying, there we go, a certain configuration. What I like to do when I'm doing this is look at the 2 that are parallel with each other, which would be right in there, and that's how you insert it. And so I just match it up and make sure not to do it wrong, because like I said, you can mess this up if you shove way too hard. This is probably the hardest step of all of it. There are 2 notches in here. There's a circle one you don't have to worry about, and then there's this oval looking one. That's the one you want. You turn the key, you turn it counterclockwise, so basically to accessory, and you see right in there I've turned it. Kind of hard to do with one hand, and then you push it in and you are going to see a pin in there. You're going to need something sharp like this. Push the pin in there while you're turning with it. Keep it counterclockwise, and the whole thing should slide out. If you can't get it right away, don't get frustrated and bend it. You'll get it eventually, but yeah, that is the small pin in there, and the whole thing will slide out, and then you got to pop it into the new one. Now, I didn't pull it out all the way. What I like to do, because I can get mixed up on these sometimes, is get the same orientation of them side by side and slide it out of this one and pop it right into that one. And you shouldn't have to push in on this. Sometimes you do on the same pin that you had to push it out, but most of the time you can just slide it right in there. I've got it in there, but not all the way. We'll see if it pops in. This one is not popping in. Like I said, sometimes they do not. All right, I got it in. I had to wiggle it a bunch on here. I couldn't actually see the pin because it wasn't far enough, but just wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, and push, put a little bit of pressure, and it will eventually go in. But don't push, if it's not going in, don't push really hard and break it. Just a little bit of pressure while you wiggle it, kind of in a circular motion, and it will go in. And from here, we just reverse the process. Like I said earlier, there are the 2 pins right there that are parallel with each other, and that's the ones that I usually line it up with. And then we just pop the whole thing back in and tighten it up. Some vehicles are not this easy as far as lining it up. This one is pretty cool because it does have a slot on this end and a notch right there, so you just slide it in and then tighten it back up, and then you're good to go. Just reverse the whole process, get it all back together, and if you have the screws, put those in, of course, and pay attention to the clips on the bottom. But that's how you replace one of these. Thanks for watching.